And now the time has come. This will be for the World Championship. CM Punk defending against Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels with the special guest referee Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's hit the referee. Stone Cold Steve Austin is knocked unconscious, and there you see, it is the game. Triple H, who has been out of action for over a year after a hit-and-run assault. Austin was knocked out by the switching music, and in fact, he couldn't make the count. And CM Punk pissed off. Oh my god. Oh! Michaels hits a leg, and we have a new champion, World Heavyweight Champion, and he is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I'm no expert, but I don't think that Stone Cold was telling Punk he was number one. I'll tell you who is number one, Shawn Michaels. And now we are down to two. Rollins was number one, Edge was number 30. They could not be more opposite in terms of ring time in this matchup. I thought we were going to get set or something. Instead, the reverse Frankensteiner, the curb stop, and he's gone. He is out. He clotheslines out Edge. Seth Rollins is going to WrestleMania. So WrestleMania, Seth Rollins is going to the grand stage.
We interrupt the beginning of this broadcast, man, because the King has something to say. You all saw what happened last night, man. Yeah, Seth Rollins, he won, and Shawn Michaels, he won the world title. So I guess that means it's Rollins versus Michaels at WrestleMania. Well, do you know what else happened last night? I got robbed. I got robbed by a man I set on fire. I burned him alive, and he keeps coming back, and that man is Sting. He's been trying to taunt me for months, and I still try to ignore him, but last night was the first time since I locked him in the casket and set it on fire that he decided to show his face to face in the arena, but he still didn't want to get in the ring with me. Instead, he stood 50 feet away from me like a coward and pointed to me with that baseball bat and distracted me, meaning that I got eliminated from the Royal Rumble. And then when I tried to go and fight him, he shot back up into the rafters. Now who is the man who is trying to avoid who? People are saying that I'm scared of Sting. Well, it was evident last night that it was complete opposite. Sting is afraid of me because he knows if he steps into the ring with me again that I will destroy him like I did when I set him on fire. The fireflies keep buzzing, my followers keep following, and Sting, you are not going to get the better of me. Now, as it pertains to tonight, as it pertains to WrestleMania, I told people a while back, by winning the King of the Ring, I got myself a shot at the heavyweight title of the world. And guess what, people? I'm cashing that in tonight. Tonight, I will beat Shawn Michaels and take what is rightfully mine, what is rightfully the King's. The World Championship goes on the shoulder of royalty. And I will go to WrestleMania, and it don't matter if it's Seth Rollins, it don't matter if it's Shawn Michaels, it doesn't matter if it's Sting itself who tries to take the title from me at WrestleMania. The fact is, I am leaving here tonight as the heavyweight champion. Follow the buzzards, man. Run!
we have officially begun the road to WrestleMania, and the road to WrestleMania starts right now. What a huge event last night was. The shocks, the twists, the turns that the Royal Rumble had to offer, and now we know who is going to WrestleMania. That man is the architect, Seth Rollins. But that is not all at WrestleMania. There is some huge stuff going down right here tonight. Did we mention that it's draft night? Not only that, but also the Women's Championship will be on the line. Charlotte Flair defends against Lita. Lita challenged the winner of the cage match last night, and the winner was Charlotte. So the women's title match, it happens right here, right tonight. But also for the NLW World Championship, Bray Wyatt is cashing in the shot that he won by winning King of the Ring, and he takes on the brand new World Heavyweight Champion HBK, Shawn Michaels. Is Michaels going to have a short title reign tonight? We will see. But we will also see who is going to head into WrestleMania as the World Champion. Because that man will face this man, the man who withstood 29 others one by one and entered the Royal Rumble number 1. He lasted from the beginning until the very end, where he came out victorious. And in fact, there were some times where we questioned whether or not Seth Rollins was going to be able to do it. And now, he has proven the critics wrong. He has proven that he doesn't need anybody's help, and he is going to WrestleMania.
I am going to WrestleMania! I did what everybody said was impossible. I walked in as number 1, and I walked out as the winner. One by one, 29 men came to the ring, and I was the last man standing. I proved to everybody in the world that I have earned this spot, that I have earned the respect of my peers, and that the old Seth Rollins, who had stuff handed to him week after week, is gone. This Seth Rollins truly is the man. Even a man who entered last had the best chance. I beat him again. I showed him due respect at his surgeons, but Edge and I were the last two standing, and I eliminated him just like I eliminated many others. And now that that's out of the way, I have a shot at the championship at WrestleMania. In the main event of the final show, I have the chance to stand atop the mountain as the world champion. Only this time, people won't be saying that I haven't earned this. Whether I go to Medal or No Limits Wrestling in this draft, one thing is for sure. Seth Rollins walks into WrestleMania and he walks out as champion. I don't care if it's Shawn Michaels. I don't care if it's CM Punk. I don't care if it's Bray Wyatt. I don't care if anybody comes out of the woodwork to challenge for the title in the meantime. The fact of the matter is, I am walking into Mania for the shot that I've earned. But you know what else? I am still the Intercontinental Champion. And as many of you know, this championship can be cashed in at any time for a shot at the World Championship. So maybe I don't want to wait until WrestleMania. Maybe I want to cash my title in tonight. Maybe I want to cash it in at the next Event Desolation, or maybe I'll keep it around my waist for safekeeping as a backup. But since I'm going to WrestleMania to challenge for the world title anyway, what the hell? Open challenge. I will put this Intercontinental title on the line right now against any man that wants to step into the ring with the man who is going to WrestleMania, Seth Rollins. If anybody has the guts, come on down.
A bold challenge indeed for the Intercontinental title to be put on the line, but who is answering? And it's almost like deja vu for Seth Rollins. Here is the man who last night at the Rumble debuted, and not only that, he debuted at number 2, and he knows that he can beat Seth Rollins, I'm sure. After all, a masterclass was the performance by Cesaro last night, when he, as number 2, lasted quite a long time, obviously not as long as Seth Rollins. However, Cesaro, that debut performance is going to give him confidence here tonight. And don't forget, The Intercontinental Championship's on the line. Seth Rollins putting it on the line just one night after his hour-long nearly performance at the Royal Rumble. And a headlock, enough sent off the ropes. There's a leapfrog, and now Cesaro with the uppercut. European uppercut immediately goes in for the cover, but Rollins kicks out. And Seth Rollins didn't have to put the title on the line so soon after having a marathon performance in the Rumble, but he did so. That's kind of champion he is. And of course he has a chance to better that. There's a standing moonsault. Has a chance to better that at WrestleMania when he challenges for the title. But there is a huge uppercut and a gut wrench. And now Cesaro with the stomp right into the stomach. And look at the strength of the Swiss Superman. The vertical suplex, one arm even. Oh, now looking for the ripcord knee. But a huge uppercut again. Cesaro is a master of uppercuts. And Rollins on the outside. Cesaro on the second rope. And lifts him up. A deadlift superplex from the outside to inside. And the Intercontinental Champion is in trouble. Cesaro may want to be going swinging. No, he's not. A roll up by Rollins, but a kick out by Cesaro. And there's a sling blade. As Rollins mentioned, by having the Intercontinental Championship, that can be cashed in at any time he wants for a world title match. But since he's going to WrestleMania, he already has a chance at the world title, but maybe he could cash it in earlier. But unless Cesaro can take the title from him tonight. A pop-up into an uppercut. And we saw it last night. Rollins goes for a swing. And Cesaro locking in the sharpshooter. He has the legs, wrenching back. Is Rollins going to tap out? Do we have a new Intercontinental Champion right here? But Rollins makes it to the ropes. Just about. And not only a huge opportunity for Cesaro, but for both of these men, their futures may be uncertain. After all, the draft is tonight. There's a side kick and the shoot. Oh my goodness, well, I could barely get my words out. I'm sure Cesaro's going to be missing a couple more teeth after that one. The ripcord knee goes for the curb stomp, but an uppercut to the back of the skull. Looking for the Gotch neutralizer. Bad drop lands on his feet and a double clothesline. The competition just reached a new level. Cesaro and Rollins battling it out for the title here tonight. And, oh, what the hell's this? And that's CM Punk. And CM Punk in the ring for God's sake. And the GTS to Cesaro. But what the hell's Punk doing out here?
Out here, Austin. I told you if I didn't walk out with a title, I'd make your life a nightmare.
Well, that's a lot clearer. CM Punk lost the World Championship last night. He's blaming Austin, but he has no one to blame but himself.
I'm the best in the world, and I can do this all night. I'll ruin your show, Austin. I told you bad things would happen, and I swear to God, if I get my damn hands on...
Oh, look out! Seth Rollins attacking CM Punk. And CM Punk is the commissioner's guide, so to speak, and it's Edge. A runner-up in the Rumble, and a spear. He speared Seth Rollins out of his boots. But who was he aiming for? Was he aiming for CM Punk? Or was he aiming for Seth Rollins? Well, last night he was number 30 in the Rumble. And he certainly wasn't happy that he was eliminated. After all, he had a great chance at winning, but Rollins ruined it. Maybe that was intentional. Or maybe he was trying to save Seth Rollins. Maybe there was mutual respect. I have no idea what's going on. But Edge is a frustrated man, and so is CM Punk. A lot of controversy to kick us off here on No Limits Wrestling Draft Night. Is Edge in cahoots with the commissioner? Who knows? We saw he speared Seth Rollins, helping CM Punk, but was he aiming for CM Punk? That is the question, and not to mention the fact that Edge was tossed out of the Royal Rumble by Seth Rollins. Maybe he's still angry about that. Maybe there's no affiliation with the commissioner or either brand. But whatever the case, we know that CM Punk is not happy about losing the Heavyweight Championship, and he is trying to take over the show, it seems. Well, seeing as he's in the back pocket of the Commissioner, we can probably guess who the Commissioner's first pick's going to be, but you never know the strategy of either GM. Regardless, we are about to get underway with our draft picks. However, first of all, let's go over the rules of the upcoming draft. Some of you may already know. However, to keep things clear, these are the rules for the draft. There was a coin toss held earlier today, and Stone Cold won it, meaning that NLW will get the first pick. Austin controls No Limits Wrestling. The Commissioner controls Metal. And although the champions are eligible to be drafted, the following champions are contractually obligated to defend their titles and appear on both brands. These will be the NLW World Champion, the Women's Champion, and the NLW Tag Team Champions, who as of right now are Shawn Michaels, Charlotte Flair, and the Riot Squad respectively. They can be drafted to either brand, however, they must defend their titles and appear on both shows as long as they are the champions. Tag teams in this draft will be drafted as a unit. Managers will also be drafted as a unit with their clients. For example, Terry Funk will be drafted alongside Jimmy Havoc. Now here's a key bit of information here. Wrestlers who have yet to sign contracts are ineligible. You may have seen a couple of wrestlers appear on this show, however there are some exceptions as to whether or not they've signed contracts, namely Sting, who we've seen in the rafters for months but is not technically under contract as of right now. Another ruling is that injured wrestlers are ineligible. Any wrestler on the shelf currently due to injury who wishes to return in future will have to negotiate their contract at the time that they are ready and medically cleared. Tonight on this program there will be 7 draft rounds with 3 picks in each round going for each brand. And of course there may be some leftovers. Any wrestler undrafted at the end of the show can negotiate a contract with either brand's commissioner once this show goes off the air. So now that we've cleared up the rules, let's cut now to the 2 remaining commissioners who are going to be battling for draft picks right now.
Now I know that I get the first pick in this draft, but is there anything my opponent would like to say? You know what, there is something I want to say. I think you're going to do as lousy a job as commissioner as you did as a referee last night, screwing CM Punk out of the championship. But hey, time will tell who the better commissioner is, and we'll know that it's me. Because I know that your downfall is going to be, there are certain people you don't want to work with. And you know there are people you can't control. Whereas me, I'm a master manipulator of talent. But hey, you could prove me wrong. Go ahead, you won the coin toss. Who's your first pick, Austin? Did you just say, did your sorry ass say that Stone Cold Steve Austin couldn't control people? Son, if anybody steps out of line, they get their ass stunnered. And my first pick should be very afraid of Stone Cold Steve Austin, because I choose CM Punk!
I would have bet money on anybody other than CM Punk to be Austin's number 1 pick. And I don't understand the logic in this. He lost the world title last night, arguably thanks to Stone Cold. And what the hell's that about?
What? Why did you do that? You son of a bitch, that was my pick! I know what you're trying to do, Austin, you're trying to ruin me. That's what you're trying to do. By taking my guy, huh? It's okay. You know what? I'll take your buddy. I'll take your mate. I'm going to take the world champion, Shawn Michaels.
Well, this is a great pick as well, but the commissioner hates Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels, the brand new world champion after defeating CM Punk last night. And that's a hell of a pick. Both are great picks. But both GMs hate their respective picks.
Do you know what? I wish him well. He'll do well. Do you know who else is going to do well? A man who did very, very well last night at the Royal Rumble. I'm talking about the man who used to be manipulated by you until he saw sense. He's the Royal Rumble winner, the Intercontinental Champion. This is the Architect, Seth Rollins.
Again, the man who we just saw defend his Intercontinental Championship. He won the Royal Rumble last night. He's going to WrestleMania. This is a great pick as well by Austin, but I still can't get over the fact that he's picked CM Punk. They seem to hate each other. I can't imagine how that's going to go down.
I can already see that your plan is to take all the superstars and wrestlers that I built and helped create and mold in this company and take them away from me. That's fine. I always look to the future. And you know what I see in the future? I see a big money star. And that man is a man with chiseled good looks. Legendary roots in professional wrestling. A man who is managed by one of the toughest wrestlers ever to step foot in a ring. You can take all of my guys, but you will not take the guy. I am picking Roman Reigns.
Well, once again, the commissioner picked somebody who he's had a troubled past with. Roman Reigns speared the commissioner a couple of weeks ago, and Arn Anderson and Roman Reigns have been trying to cause chaos. Still, a great pick nonetheless. A legendary member of the Anna White family. He is drafted with his manager, Arn Anderson.
That is a solid pick. But you know what? That's complete BS, what you said about me picking your guys. I want to create a land of opportunity. And there's a man here who's had a lot of opportunities recently and has squandered a lot of them. However, I see glimpses of greatness in this guy, which is why I'm giving him a shot. But he better take this shot and run with it. I'm picking a guy with a lot of experience. That man is the rated R superstar, Edge.
Well, Edge last night entered the Royal Rumble at number 30. However, he was the runner-up to Seth Rollins. He calls himself the ultimate opportunist. He hasn't necessarily taken the best opportunities recently. However, Edge has a legendary past, and it should carry on to the future. Let's hope for Edge. His future's better than his past.
That's quite the roster you've developed there. A lot of accolades between them, but have any of them won Olympic gold? I'm picking a man who has been undefeated for over 3 years until he was beaten recently. That man is the Olympic gold medalist himself, Kurt freaking Angle.
Well, there is nobody else who can say that. He is an Olympic gold medalist. He has also remained undefeated in NLW for 3 years until he was recently beaten by Daniel Bryan. Still, that wrestling background and lineage is going to be a great pick for No Limits Wrestling's Metal program. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, still lots more to come. Later on, we're going to show you what happened when Jeff Hardy took on Kofi Kingston. That's up next. Stay tuned because there's a hell of a lot more draft picks coming your way.
My mind is spent. My body is broken. Yet I am ready for war. Trapped. Isolated. Locked away from society. These sick games we play. The twisted, demented steel. Are you ready for war? No Limits Wrestling presents Desolation live on pay-per-view.
Welcome back, folks, to the draft. Earlier on tonight, Jeff Hardy took on Kofi Kingston from the Riot Squad. The Riot Squad last night at the Royal Rumble successfully defended their tag team titles in a hardcore match, street fight against the Bullet Club, and Jeff Hardy came so close to winning the Royal Rumble, ultimately falling short, lasting until the final 5. Let's take you now to the closing moments of the match. And now Jeff Hardy gets drop-kicked in the face by Kofi, and Kofi's still going to be sore after last night, but there you see the boom drop. Jeff Hardy also going to be sore. Had a bit of ring rust last night, considering he'd been away from the squared circle for some time. And now, Mr. The Trouble in Paradise is Kofi. Jeff on top. There's a whisper in the wind. The corkscrew moonsault. And now, Jeff Hardy. We've heard he's been training at his home, the Hardy compound in Cameron, North Carolina, and it looks like it's paid off. There is the twist of fate, and it looks as if the training is going to pay off for Hardy here. Going to the top rope, he is looking for the swanton, but now Kofi's tag partner and fellow tag champion, and they're on the top. Oh, and there you see Hernandez, referee distracted, and there's the Trouble in Paradise. And he hooks the leg, and Kofi Kingston's going to get a win over Jeff Hardy here. And for the love of God, they're going to do it again. The Riot Squad, they've broken the legs of nearly every tag team in this company, and now they're going to look to try and break the leg of Jeff Hardy. Hideo with a chair, and Jeff Hardy is in deep, deep trouble at the hands of the Riot. Oh, I was about to say he's in trouble, but the lights have gone out. And both members of the Riot Squad are down. And look who it is! Isn't this wonderful? We have seen and heard that Matt Hardy has been training Brother Nero at the Hardy compound, and it appears that Broken Matt has finally showed his face in an NLW arena. Jeff Hardy was about to have his leg broken until the Broken One deleted the Riot Squad. And everything is coming up wonderful for the Broken Hardys. We've still got some draft picks to come, but can you believe what we've seen tonight already? Punk in a mess, Edge in a mess, Also, the Hardys, let's take you now to see who the next draft picks are going to be.
I think it's a testament to this company that we got so many guys that we haven't drafted yet who are just as amazing as the first 3 picks for either brand. Now I just want to tell a little story briefly before I pick my next guy. It was a while back, I was cutting a promo in a ring, and a man came to the ring and said that they were having a crisis. And I saw that man get on his back and leave. And last night, he came back better and better than ever. He has been reborn. I am picking The Undertaker.
And it truly was a historic moment last night when the gong went off and this man reappeared. You hear the response this man's getting. He was the first ever NLW World Champion, a former Royal Rumble winner, and he is back to the dark side.
Well, that's very interesting. And off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody who's quite as sadistic and demonic as The Undertaker. Although I can think of one guy who can bring out his demonic side from time to time. My next pick is Finn Balor.
And he is a leading member of the Bullet Club as well, and is a former Intercontinental Champion. He also wrestles under his demon alter ego, and he's had multiple World Championship matches. This is a hell of a pick, one of the most athletically gifted men in this company.
Now, I did have a name down on my list that I wanted to pick for this draft. However, unfortunately, he is not eligible to be drafted based on the fact that he has not technically signed a contract yet, and more importantly, he is out on the shelf. I'm talking about Shinsuke Nakamura. However, I would hope that when he does come back and is medically cleared, that I can sign that guy. And as much as I disliked his actions last night, I gotta give the guy props. He is a beast. I'm picking the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
Well, what Stone Cold was referring to was last night at the Royal Rumble, Shinsuke Nakamura debuted, and this man took his vengeance out onto Shinsuke Nakamura, an F5 through the ring post and onto the ring steps. Brock Lesnar, a beast to be reckoned with in No Limits Wrestling.
Hey, one more thing, Commish. I guess you told me that I couldn't control my guys and I try and pick guys that I thought I could control. Well, guess what? I picked The Undertaker. I picked Brock Lesnar. You think I'm afraid? I think you're afraid, son. I think it's you that's afraid to pick guys that you got beef with. Is that right? You think I'm not going to pick guys that I've got beef with because I'm scared? You think I'm scared in this job? Mate, you have no idea. I'm calling you bluff. I'm picking Kevin Owens.
Well, that is certainly a shocking pick. We remember what happened when Kevin Owens first came to this company. He said he was after somebody, and that somebody was the commissioner. And to this day, we don't know what the beef was about. Regardless, Kevin Owens is a great pick, but very strange.
I could have sworn several months back that he came to you face to face and said that you were to have nothing to do with each other. I can't imagine what he's going to do to you now that you've drafted him, but nonetheless, it's none of my business anymore. I'm trying to create a product that the people want to see. And there's a guy that the people love and have loved for a long time. They've been pushing for this guy for months. And although he hasn't got off to the start that he would have liked to in this company, he cemented himself as a No Limits Wrestling legend when he ended your pick's undefeated record. He beat Kurt Angle for the first time in this company, and I am picking this guy, the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan.
Well, this man has yet to hit his peak in this company, and I'm excited for when he does so. Last night lasted until the final four, until in the Royal Rumble, and in fact, as Austin said, he ended Kurt Angle's undefeated run for 3 years, and Daniel Bryan, the American Dragon, the most technically sound wrestler in the world.
Do you know what on my list I had? Brock Lesnar, I had The Undertaker, I had Daniel Bryan, who I wanted to draft. But no, you can take them, that's fine. I suppose I need a big money star. I need to set personal differences aside. I need to pick somebody who's got a lot of buzz and hype surrounding them. A guy who's been away for a while, has come back, and is more focused and intense than ever. Maybe I'll pick a guy who's downright crazy. I'm so unfazed that I'll pick a guy that may want to kill me. I'm picking the Game, Triple H.
What? Are you joking? Why on earth would the Commissioner want anything to do with this man? Let me remind you, Commissioner may very well be suspect number 1 in the hit and run case that left Triple H out of action for over a year. And now we cut to backstage where it appears that Triple H is throwing a fit, throwing furniture about like a madman. And he is on the lookout for the man who cost him a year of his career. Well, still to come tonight, folks, it is for the women's title. Charlotte Flair puts it on the line against Lita. This match we've been waiting for a while. It happens in our next part, and more draft picks to come.